Hey there, I'm Sean Collins, co-founder of Affiliate Summit, and I'll breeze through a quick presentation here for you. It's the Affiliate Summit East 2009 Guide to Networking. So just stick with me for like 5-7 minutes or so, and I'll go through here and just give you a bunch of ideas on how to optimize your time when you go to Affiliate Summit. Okay, so let's get started here. The first thing I'd say, it's very important to define your goals. So basically, as cliched as it sounds, you're not going to be able to identify the R and ROI if you don't know what it is. So what kind of return are you trying to get from the conference? Know that, and it'll make it a lot easier to know if you succeeded when you get back. A tactic that I do every time I go to a conference is to stay in the conference hotel. It's a little bit late in the game right now, but the Hilton New York, it was a good rate considering it's in New York. There was a non-refundable version or option for $199 a night, and then for $249 a night, refundable. And one thing this affords you is just the informal networking all over the hotel before and after the conference hours. But unfortunately, at this point, it's sold out. So just for next time, just be aware that you should be an early bird and make sure you take care of that, because it's definitely worthwhile. And also just the convenience to be able to go up and down to the conference. And if you have to run back for a phone call in your room or just to freshen up or whatever, just makes it so much easier to go back and forth. Also, I'd say when you're setting up to go to the conference, make sure you have yourself a target list of attendees. So go through the list of attending companies. You can see that on the homepage at Affiliate Summit. It's updated every Monday leading up to the conference. And also we've got our social network for just the attendees there at network.affiliatesummit.com. So go through those two things and set up meetings with people in the city there, in New York City. And also, this may sound a little stalkerish, but consider searching Google Images for people you want to meet, so you can have a sort of a little discrete compilation of their headshots, and you can go around and don't be too open about this, because it might seem a little bit freaky if somebody sees you with this little handmade book of faces. As I mentioned, the network.affiliatesummit.com, it's just a sort of like a Affiliate Summit only kind of Facebook type thing where you can go in there and meet people, make relationships. You can put up your pictures and photos from the event and have your own little blog in there and everything. So that's free as part of being an attendee of the conference. So take advantage of that. Also, be sure to know which exhibitors you want to hit. And I have here just an example of what the exhibit hall layout is for the Monday and Tuesday. We also have the affiliate meet market on the Sunday of the conference. You can get those maps at the exhibitor tab, sponsor tab on affiliatesummit.com. But so just go there and you can see who is in each booth, so you can make a target list of who you want to hit. And one thing that we've added this year, on the very top, if you can see it there, it says Meetup Open Seating Area on both levels of the exhibit hall floor. So we're going to have some tables there, so you can go there, and if you have to catch up for work, or just go there and you can have a meeting with people there. So it's just something to help you out and be able to have some space to get some work done when you have to. Next up, business cards. I've assorted cards that I got from Las Vegas, the last Affiliate Summit. I've just included here. These are some of my favorites. And one thing you'll notice there, I think, is that they're all pretty unique. They either fold out or they've got a picture, or like in the case of Peter Schechtman's up in the top left, it was an actual poker chip. And that was very neat. And Eric Nagel there, he had a playing card. You got just all kinds of different ways to do it. And I myself, I just recently got some metal business cards. And I think it's worth the investment to get something that sticks out instead of some just same old template from Vistaprint or wherever. And not knocking on Vistaprint, just that I wouldn't go with their templates. I've used it in the past, and I prefer to have something unique to stand out. So just something to consider. Also, read FeedFront magazine leading up to the event. As you can see, that's the cover of the 7th issue that came out for August 2009. And in addition to having a lot of articles about the industry and different things that are related to it, it also has the agenda and speaker bios and Twitter addresses for the speakers. So take a look at that. If you don't get it in the mail currently, it's free at feedfront.com. But if you don't get it, just go to feedfront.com and you can see the current issue and any past issues online, and you can download them, print them, however you want to deal with that. So definitely take advantage of that. Oops, went the wrong direction there. Okay, and then as far as networking opportunities, there are a lot of sort of formal and informal opportunities going on at the conference. There's the affiliate meet market on Sunday, where it's basically 6 hours of being able to talk with a bunch of different companies. We'll have a seating area there too if you want to have some meetings, but also just all the tables there of all the different companies that are going to be available to speak with. Also, the Affiliate Summit Tweet Up. That's going to be sort of a social event on Sunday evening in the Hilton Hotel, the Hilton New York. And so it's going to be a place where instead of the typical like blasting music and darkness in a bar, it's just going to be a well-lit room with a bar in there, but no blasting music. So it's a place where you can just sort of chill out, meet people, just get some business done instead of just being scrunched in there and music blasting and not really doing anything productive. Also, of course, on Monday and Tuesday at the Affiliate Summit, we'll get the exhibit hall. And so that's a great place to meet tons of people. And take advantage of all of your meals, too. There's so many meals while you're in there. There's a really good book if you have time to read a book. It's called Never Eat Alone by Keith Ferrazzi. And just sort of the subtitle there is How to Build a Lifelong Community of Colleagues, Contacts, Friends, and Mentors. So resist the temptation of getting room service or just running out for a slice of pizza by yourself. Always make that time productive and just have, even if it's one person or a group of people, it's always a good networking opportunity, so take advantage of it. Also, ask the experts. That's a roundtable that's available to attendees of Affiliate Summit. So go there and basically have like a dozen or so different topics and an expert each one. And so it's just an open conversation about each individual topic. You can get all those topics on the agenda at affiliatesummit.com. Then on Monday night, we've got Affiliate Summit Karaoke, which is being brought to us by Tech Karaoke. And so that's a great place, sort of a laid-back, fun thing. Just go there and either sing or just laugh at people, whatever. But place to meet people and make some new friendships, some new business relationships. And lastly, the Affiliate Triathlon. That's the very last event of the whole conference. And it's a fundraiser for Big Brothers, Big Sisters of New York City. But also just a place where people are just doing some silly events and things, sort of a laid-back thing to wind up the whole conference. And a good place to meet people and just get some more business cards, exchange some information, this and that. Also, still have some time to pre-engage before you get out there to New York City. And by that I mean just to sort of become part of the conversation. If there are people you want to meet that have blogs or newsletters or podcasts or whatever, just interact with them in any venue that they're in, Twitter, Facebook. Just do an @reply with them and start relationships, start following them, and just get something going there so that you actually sort of know them when you actually have a chance to meet them in person at the conference. And just like I was saying, like to follow on Twitter, if you're looking for some people you want to follow, just go to twitter.com and then do a search for the hashtag ASE09. You'll see all the people that are talking about Affiliate Summit. So go there and you can find people that you can reply to if you want to get together with some people for a drink that are talking about it there, or just if some people are talking about a certain session or something. It's just a great way to see what's going on, sort of the lifeline of the conference while it's going on, and just leading up to it too. A lot of conversations are going on right now. Name tags, we color code them by attendee type. So you've got the affiliates, the merchants, the networks, vendors, and things. So whatever type of attendee you are, you want to meet a certain type of other attendee. So just figure out what the color is for the attendees you want to meet so you can see them from across the room. And it's an easier way to just be productive. And say if you're a merchant, you don't necessarily want to talk to a bunch of other merchants, so you can just stay away from that color. And also, speaking of Twitter, again, in the current issue of FeedFront magazine, we have a 2-page layout of all the speakers and their Twitter addresses, all the ones that provide them to us at least. So, and you can see that also if you just go to the online version of FeedFront magazine, because it's sort of hard to see in the presentation here. But lots of people there, so good people to follow instead of just randomly following a bunch of people. Also, very important, since we are in a hotel that's pretty tall, perfect your elevator speech. And so that's basically a very short way that you can just sort of describe what your business is and what you're doing, what you're offering, what you're trying to accomplish. So keep that as very, very brief as possible and have that ready so that whenever you meet the right person, you can deliver it quickly. And it's a great idea to do your homework. If you want to meet certain speakers, and I think a lot of the speakers are typically big leaders in the industry or the related industries, so they're great people to meet, and they're usually fonts of wisdom. So read their bios on the Affiliate Summit site or in FeedFront magazine leading up to it, and then you can just sort of know more about them. And also, if you're looking for a person from a certain company that has a booth or a table or something, just go to their, find out some recent news, search in Google News, or look at their About Us page, just so you have some conversation starters, so you don't just go there flat. Just sort of know who they are and have some background, because you don't want to waste time just with like the basics. Just go there and be able to hit the ground running. And sort of tied to the the business cards I mentioned, be memorable. And by that I don't mean to just like put on like a chicken outfit or something, but just the way you dress, or maybe if you want to, like one thing that I've done in the past that I got from Ted Murphy, provided design on his website, ted.me, is you can make these custom Twitter shirts. So it just has like the Twitter logo and follow me, and it has you put your Twitter name on there. And that's been a great conversation starter. And also, whenever I go to conferences, I always get a spike in my Twitter followers because I'm walking around this basically walking advertisement. Also, have some good opening lines. Don't just be like, what do you do? Just have something relevant and pertinent to say and make the conversation worth this person's time. And also a little bit self-serving, but having a presence at the show as a sponsor certainly helps you stand out, and that's a great conversation starter in itself. And it keeps people top of mind when they see your logo and you have some things to hand out there and that sort of thing. And it was a destination for them to go to find you. Also, very important, this is one of the most important things probably in this whole thing, the KISS method. If you're not familiar with that, it stands for keep it simple, stupid. So don't go up and try to tie somebody down for 15 minutes, a half hour, unless that's arranged that you're going to have that kind of talk. Otherwise, just go in there for a quick, sharp talk. Just go there and leave the details for later. But just exchange cards, talk about who you are, what you can do for them, what you hope to accomplish with them, and then just follow up later. Don't sit there and tie people down because maybe they're too courteous to walk away, but a lot of people aren't going to really appreciate that. Also, one thing that people seem to fall on their face all the time at is the follow-up. Just it's not worth your time going to New York City and spending all that money if you're not going to bother to follow up with these people. So don't go there and network for 3 days and then just go home and forget about it. You've got to get back to these people and do some business. So, and also, people can get barraged with the email and phone. So personally, I would suggest just doing the first contact with a handwritten note. And now, personally, for me at least, I'm going to respond a lot more to that than I am to 10 emails. And for anybody who just goes around like serially collects cards and however they do it, I'm repulsed by people that send me these emails saying that I met them and we talked, or I know that we didn't. So don't do that tactic. That's so weak. Lastly, I look forward to seeing you in New York City. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us at any time. The email that's going to hit myself, Sean Collins, Missy Ward, and Amy Rodriguez is realdeal@affiliatesummit.com. Or you can call us on the phone. This number will hit all three of us too, 417-2SUMMIT, 417-278-6648. Also, you can find us on Twitter at twitter.com/affiliatesummit, and the same with Facebook, facebook.com/affiliatesummit. So have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.